Hello. Today I am playing Yuudachi. The Japanese is rating 7.0 Premium Prism Destroyer. So, Yuudachi. She is a heavy destroyer. Or just an ultralight cruiser. Now, if you already have noticed something, consumables. She has a heal and a torpedo reload booster. So you can also go for engine overload or smoke, but I like these much better. It just adds uniqueness to the ship. But yeah, she is. I call her a heavy destroyer. She really is. She's kind of like that Russian destroyer leader, in my mind. And oh boy, she is brutal if you know how to use her. Now, I've heard a lot of comments from people saying that, oh, she's a terrible ship, you should not buy her. No, she uses tools. If I was playing in Division, I'd be using in smoke and then the torpedo reload booster, but this is not. I don't have Kautsar or Sinker with me, or pretty much anyone. But, oh boy. So, Yuudachi, she does have another thing that's unique to her. She has another one more thing that's unique to her. She has a choice in torpedoes. You can have these really super short range things that are like 3.5 kilometers in range. Or you can have these 7-kilometer torpedoes. And being completely honest, I prefer the 7 kilometers because the 3.5s just don't have the range. And like, yeah, they're good torpedoes if you get close enough, but even though you sacrifice some damage, I think the 7-kilometer torps are vastly superior. So yeah, they do quite a bit of damage, the 7 kilometers. The 3.5s do a ton more, but trying to get in range with them for the 3.5s is really hard. Especially if you're trying to torp a battleship, you're coming really close to the secondaries. Like, extremely. And that's why I say the 7.0s are better, and plus you might be exposing yourself to live cruiser fire. So yeah. The guns, they're Japanese guns. They're the same ones on Hatsuharu or stock Fubuki. But anyway, so yeah, they're kind of the same in that respect. A lot of people say this is a Hatsuharu copy, and no, it isn't. It's much more different. I play it much more different than I did Hatsuharu. I play this one very much more aggressively. But anyway, Yuudachi, her main guns, they're pretty good. Basic fire chance for Japanese. Yuudachi's is, yeah, they're basic Japanese destroyer. They're very basic. Extremely basic. I'm gonna be torping here. But yeah, Yuudachi, interesting ship so far. What have I covered? Survivability, and you might be thinking, oh, she's so weak for a heavy destroyer in terms of survivability. Well, she has a heal. That's something that's really like what? She has a heal, and you can get 2 charges off it like a cruiser heal. But what's the most... Whoops, I'm gonna hit the island a little bit here. Nope. But what's the real thing here? What really brings Yuudachi. What's the bad thing? The bad thing is she fucking sucks against aircraft. She has a lot of short-range AA mounts. Do not get me wrong, she has a ton of short-range AA mounts. She has an utter shitload of them. But, notice how I say but, they don't do jack to aircraft. So where does this put Yuudachi? Well, she's a heavy destroyer still. Anyway, I'm gonna get into the actual gameplay. So my one teammate that's non-AI has gone down, unfortunately. I want to get in range of these battleships, but I can't really do that. And so I just want to get in range. That's my biggest issue right now. I'm trying to get in range where I can use my amazing torpedoes. And the biggest threat to me is gone now. The Bayern, the AI Bayern, just obliterated that graph speed. Yeah, graph speed, that was a stock graph speed, but oof. She got obliterated. And another torp set. Turning off. Yeah, oh, one last thing. Yuudachi is 1 knot slower than Fubuki, which a lot of people are like, she's so slow. But it doesn't bother me very much. Reason being is everything else makes up for that in some way, shape, or form. Now, this Queen Elizabeth, I think, is going to dodge pretty much all my torps. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. But Hatsuharu, she still has some guns. I mean, not Hatsu. Yuudachi, she still has some guns. And if you notice something about how the ship looks, yeah, she's based off of Yuudachi and Konkol. I don't know if there's a ton of Konkol fans out there, but that's where Yuudachi gets a look. Oh, and here comes the dog. And my grandma's dog, Tucker. But anyway, I'm launching torps. This Queen Elizabeth. And I'm just praying to God she doesn't see them. And, ooh. Saw that right there? That was a very unlucky hit. But I think my torps are going to hit home. Yep. Battleship is down for the count. Now, there's still 2 AI battleships out there. Now, I did eat some very big pens. Can't really heal that. It's kind of like Citadels. You can't really heal that in a battleship too well. But I still got one more heal. Even though I'm at about a little more than a fourth, less than a third HP. So, Yuudachi, she's slower, has less anti-air, but she's a heavy destroyer. She's good at taking down battleships. She's also good at really nothing else. She's like the Asashio thing in World of Warships, but not as bad. And something's broken because I don't see why I'm not getting detected. Now I get detected. It's strange. Stealth firing AA guns? Interesting. Ooh, I want to cap the space. Can I decelerate fast enough? Yes, I can.
We have taken the lead.
Now, see, that's a huge torp swath. That's part of the reason why Yuudachi's so good. She can make huge torp swaths right in front of the enemy. Like, you have 16 torpedoes. 16 salvo torpedoes. And because of my shitty aiming, most of them are going to miss. Pretty much, actually all of them. Oh, I do get a hit on the Queen Elizabeth. I do. But this Bayern versus Queen Elizabeth with another Queen Elizabeth does not look too good. And I should really get away from this Queen Elizabeth because she's drawing a lot of fire. But we're still okay, I think. Now I'm gonna start using my guns. Yuudachi still has guns, you gotta remember that. And these are actually for what you had before, like in Hatsuharu, Mutsuki, even I'd say Fubuki. Like, these are actually, in my opinion, pretty accurate. Especially for Destroyer. So, only one torpedo's gonna hit? Yep. Only one torpedo. Sad face. But, I got some more! Yeah, that's the thing with Yuudachi's torps as well. They have really fast reload. I got some more!
You are our last hope. Don't
And
give
oh
up.
shit. This is the oh shit moment. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna survive this, but Yuudachi, she excels at taking down battleships. Ooh, another hit. Can we survive all these killer bombs? Maybe. I'm not trying to fire with my guns because that means we detect it a little longer. Ooh, maneuver. Bayern should get it.
Enemy battleship.
Now I got some more. Queen Elizabeth is hit hard. And I got some more. Yeah, that's a thing that I love saying. And whether I'm using guns, torpedoes, whatever, I got some more. There's more where that came from. Yeah, even though these are pretty much AIs, I didn't really get to face the regular, like, player versus player. This is still a very good game of Yuudachi. Now, I bought Yuudachi a long time ago, so I've had practice with this ship. In the future, I'm gonna do Missouri, Mogami, and then I also have Alaska, kind of a newer one. But as I earn money over the summer by working, I'll probably get a couple more ships for you guys. I'm saving up for Helena in terms of gems. And yeah, so rewards, I do have premium account right now, but this is still pretty good on the side. Details, I did rank best overall in team. I'm really surprised the enemy didn't kill me sooner. But yeah. Anyway, you can see Missouri right above that, but anyway, so here's what I was talking about. You get a ton more damage with these torps right here, but you have a longer reload, less range, less speed, and how the fuck did this door get open? That's kind of bad, but anyway, it should be fine now. So yeah, Yuudachi, she has 1,800 hit points. Really, kind of a small turning circle. She has 3 main turrets, 2-1-2. In terms of gun arrangement, she has 8 rounds per minute on the gun. Now, this HE fire chance is 6.4, but it's okay. It's just okay. She goes at only 34 knots, which is expected. And she only has 11 kilometer range on her main guns. But the torpedoes are what really makes up for that. So what I recommend is main battery, advanced engine repair defense module, aiming system module, because your guns, they're gonna still need it a little bit. If you really feel like you need AA, I don't recommend it, but if you're that kind of person, be my guest. So now, these guns have a kind of a slow turn rate, but they're still okay. Now, AA, middle ring, you don't get any long range. 3.1 kilometers, 38 damage per second. That's why the AA sucks. Because you have tons of these 25 millimeters all over. 25 mil, 25 mil, 25 millimeter, 25 millimeter. Did I mention 25 millimeter? Yeah. You have tons of short range AA, but it's not worth anything. It's literally not worth anything. It's only for like self-defense. You can't really cover an ally effectively, which is really sad. Because you'd have to actively do that. And actively doing that is a bit of a pain. Anyway, skills. Okay, so I went with Extinguish. I should have probably gone for Hull Protection, but I want to finish Extinguish first. Now, for your guns, get high-speed aiming. It takes a little while. You could go A enhancement first, but I'm getting high-speed aiming. For skill that you need here. Okay, emergency power. Use that on pretty much every destroyer you have. I don't know how the Soviets are, because they might need steering master, but yeah. Quick shift and advanced quick shift are good. And I don't know what noise reduction does, because that's always been a little bit confusing for me. Emergency flooding is really nice, but then you're gonna want to get, or you could get buoyancy reserve first. Yeah, I didn't think out this one very well. And then weak point attack, because you can get floods pretty easily in Yuudachi if you have the extra flood, because sometimes you can get like the 16 torpedo salvo. So yeah, another thing you're going to want to get for this, engine maintenance and tube enhance, because those are very important skills right there. Now, I just want to take a couple minutes here. So, so a few months ago, I was really trying to weigh my options of what I'm gonna do for my senior year of high school. So I came down to this. So I'm gonna be taking summer school, which is only for the mornings, so I'll still get to do some recording. It's not as bad as regular school, but the reason why I'm taking summer school is, it's number one, it's high school graduation. Number two, you're gonna get the other reason. So next year, I'm gonna have a really difficult class load. Very difficult. Because I'm taking what would be 2 AP classes at my high school. And I wouldn't say I'm sharpened to the point, gleaming sharp, but I'm not dull either. I'm probably a little bit more smart than your average student, but it doesn't matter. But the reason why I'm taking summer school, I just need the 2 study halls for me. So that's kind of where things are this summer. July's gonna be my only month this summer where I'm actually gonna get to do other things, because then I have only 15 days in August, and then summer school's June, pretty much. So yeah, and then I have a ton of band rehearsals scattered about. But this is kind of the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Sub, comment. Once I get some gold in the bank going from playing ships like Yuudachi, Missouri, Grafspee, because I don't. Grafspee is Zuiho. Once I have some gold going in the bank, I'll start doing ship requests. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing ship requests probably like in a month or two. So yeah, oh, I forgot one last thing about Yuudachi. Her concealment, very, very, very nice. I just realized that her detectability is 1.5 kilometers. Holy shit. That's amazing. Anyway. Yeah, that's Yuudachi in a nutshell.